So was your your preferred method of poison mostly alcohol, or is it kind of a 50-50 mix, or just whatever was in front of you to take care of the day?
Quaaludes were my favorite, but you don't hear about that anymore. Methaqualone. I think it's the only drug that they've been able to completely eliminate in the world.
Wow, did they?
There's no, I don't know of anyone who's ever been able to. We've never had a patient come in that was using Quaaludes.
Wow.
And yet there was a time in the 60s and 70s when Quaaludes were just everywhere. They were the sedative of choice for physicians, and they were supposedly non-addictive, and I proved them wrong with that. I had 2 grand mal seizures coming off of them, and so but it was, it kind of was what year, when what was your drug of choice? Well, it varied as my life progressed. After I graduated from Oklahoma State, I became a juvenile parole officer, which doesn't fit very well with somebody who's using drugs, and also, most people who use drugs deal drugs. And so I was also selling them, and it created quite a bit of concern on my part, but I was also selling to, at that time, cocaine was considered to be non-addictive.
Is this in the 70s?
That was the into the 70s, later 70s, and 80, and I remember going down and testifying about. I was an expert witness for juvenile courts, and I testify about drugs, and then the 2 DAs and the 2 public defenders and I would go off into the law library, and they had a nice glass top table much like this one, and you could lock the door and no windows, and I would sell them grams of cocaine, and we would line it out
to
on
the
table.
DA. Wow.
And and then at some point he let me know that things were getting kind of hairy, that the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation and the FBI were talking to him about me.
Ooh.
Specifically, and that is what led me to say, Oklahoma might not be the best place for me. So I left and went to Palm Springs, California.
Wow.
My mom